to go grab one more picture. Okay.
All right, so we are going to go ahead and take attendance. The first person who is here is Cameron Whitley.
Harpreet Sidhu.
Samuel
Sorry.
Samuel Perkins.
Sonia Cope.
Savannah Hempel. Sorry. Cynthia Hernandez.
All right, and today we are having the second meeting for the 504, and we are going to be going over a few things. And let's go ahead and get started.
All right, and we can just go down the sheet, date of conference. Or we're gonna fill that in another time.
The date we probably could just put today because that's when we're meeting. So and then our time should probably not be 7:45 at night. So we could do like 10 a.m. 2 o'clock.
I was gonna have it on the video, isn't it?
Oh, I guess that's true. Okay, we can put.
What document are we using? Okay. I
The
see.
group 4 copy of 504 complete packet. You're in the right one, Harpreet.
Okay, perfect. Thank
I
you.
see your
So is someone who's gonna put the date in there, or unless,
I'll do it.
okay. And then time,
And then location of meeting, do we say Zoom just because that's like the method, or do we just say like conference room? Da, 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 da.
that's interesting. Zoom, yeah, sounds great, yeah. Cause that seems like the thing we're gonna end up doing right now anyway, right? Because of
Yeah,
our
I mean-
current environment, yeah.
Am I
right.
one?
Huh?
Am I on the right one? It says group number 4, copy of mock 504 meeting outline. No, that's not.
Oh,
I
no,
see
no, no, that's
Sonia.
the outline. You want the complete packet.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like I don't see you in there, Cynthia.
I see.
It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 of us in there.
Yeah, Cynthia's not in here.
Yeah. Okay, and then purpose of conference, to consider possible eligibility for and provision of services and or accommodations under section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act 1973.
Correct.
Oh, that looks good.
All right. What's to review eligibility and our services and accommodation.
I'm gonna backtrack this part back up, you guys.
Okay.
Okay, oh, that's great. Somebody typed that in there, good.
I
Okay,
just copy and pasted it.
okay, I'm about to say, man, that was quick.
So form page number 1 looks good.
Yeah.
Contact info.
Okay.
So moving on to page number 2, we have parent guardian consent for evaluation. Student is Jesus Salas. Date of birth, we have 9/21/2010.
Oh,
Go ahead,
okay.
Sam.
I'm sorry. That's some part that sincerely,
Yeah,
Building
we need to put
administrator.
sincerely by somebody. So Cameron, it would most likely be you or myself who would be sending this notice out to a parent.
and then the Cameron, I forgot who Cameron is in this.
She's
Counselor.
Oh, the counselor. Yeah.
Mhm.
Closure, parents' rights and brief, okay. Building administrator / who's it? Oh, yeah, she's a designee also too? The
Yeah,
counsel- Okay,
I like that.
yeah. I was waiting for you to go say 55555.
All right. Okay, so that part's taken care of. Date of
Okay.
birth, honestly, the only reason why I put September 21st, 2010 on the other one. It was because it's my birthday. But
I was gonna say, I was like,
Okay.
is it your birthday?
we were just there. Name a parent / guardian, Jesus Salas Sr. and Mary Salas. All right, so Section 504, the Rehabilitation Act of 1973 prohibits discrimination. Who have a physical or mental impairment. 2, have a record of such impairment, or 3, regarded as having such impairment. So step 1, explanation, purpose of an evaluation. This is just going over certain things.
Right.
Don't think that there is much to add into this one.
No.
Now,
Who highlighted learning, working, reading, speaking?
I did. I was just trying to think of a way you guys can go back and underline or whatever, just kind of was, stuff that stood out. So we
Yeah,
can
because
change.
we're supposed to step 2, check the major life activities that may be affected.
So
Okay.
I would almost put communicating because he doesn't communicate his
Yes.
needs very
Mhm.
well. How does everybody
Okay.
feel about that one?
I think
Okay.
that
Definitely.
It's there.
I have a question though. If we go back up to, should we highlight number 1 up there? Or it doesn't matter? That's like a catch-all, that 1, 2, and
that's
3?
a catch. Yeah, that's a catch-all, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I do think working, reading, speaking, learning, concentrating, and thinking are also very, very fair.
Okay.
Others specify completing work on time.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Very good. Step 3, sources of evaluation information, medical reports, health information. So he did say that he does have ADHD, correct? He did confirm on that.
don't-
Exactly.
Okay. I mean, but we don't have no test or nothing though, right?
There's no like, nothing that like says he does. I think it was just like what we're talking about it, right?
No,
But
I
no,
think
no.
he
If you look at Professor Gale's, assignment, if you look, there's like 4 slides that said it's been determined that
Mhm.
Jesus
Oh.
has ADHD.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they see how they determined it, through tests or?
I don't think so. Let me see if I
Okay.
can find it here.
Okay,
Can I-
so while she does that, step 3, sources of evaluation information to be reviewed. Medical reports, health information,
Teacher observation.
psychologist. But I don't think they observed it yet.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
I think that's what I was trying
That's
to
what
ask
we're
too.
trying to get to, I think.
Yeah, to find out.
Negative assessments, there hasn't been any assessments.
Step 3, sources of evaluation to be reviewed.
Medical reports.
I think it would be, because I think this is inferring that this is stuff we're gonna review to see if he's eligible for a 504. That's the way I'm interpreting this.
Okay, so I found it,
Right?
and it is, I'll tell you what it's under. If you go, it's under week 3 group assignment, and then it's the first bullet point where it says 504 accommodation plan group assignment. He has 4 slides, and let me go to the part where he said, it says, during the month that followed the first SST, your team held a follow-up SST and found that not all of the interventions worked. As a result of this follow-up SST, the team decided that Jesus may have attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It was the determination of the SST team that Jesus may need 504 accommodations. So there
But-
was no formal diagnosis,
Gotcha.
and you don't need one for a 504.
So
Right.
would that fall under some type of observation? Wait, hold on.
Well, because the interventions that were implemented in the SST plan did not work. So then I guess the protocol is that you move forward. So it was determined that he may have. So there's no formal diagnosis for the ADHD.
Would that be considered cognitive assessments? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I don't know. Or
I guess
we'll
it's
put
just
that
from
under
the
cognitive?
observations.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Mhm.
So what, okay, do we need to check anything for step 3? Because I mean, we
I
don't
think
have
it-
medical reports or health information.
But
There's no teacher or psychologist observation. There's no adaptive behavior skills or behavior skills that have been implemented or put in place. Discipline and attendance, achievement tests, there's been none of that. Student progress reports / grades.
So at a minimum, mark other and then mark what you just said, just through determination, right?
Well, you can say that the previous interventions were unsuccessful.
Okay,
That would probably be the other.
So yeah, we could put other.
During the month that followed the first SST team, your team held a follow-up SST and found that not all of the interventions worked. As a result of this follow-up SST, the team decided that Jesus may have ADHD. And so then that's when the SST determined that Jesus may need 504 accommodations.
So step 3 is not the things that we want to review to see if he does have ADHD, but it's what we have thus far.
Sources of evaluation information.
Okay.
Yeah.
does it specify, somebody's gonna write all that, get stuff in there?
So I would just summarize it and just be.
So what did she say? What was it? Through what?
Through Sonia, through observations.
Oh, hold on.
What happened?
Okay, so it says in the SST exercise, you came up with interventions for the teachers, counselors, etc., to implement. And so during the month that followed the first SST, your team held a follow-up SST and found that not all of the interventions worked. So we can say that, you know, that the interventions did not work, obviously, you know, through observing and the follow-up.
I wrote in there, somebody can change it if they want. I just wrote through observations from SST team. And then somebody wanna, does the parents, did they have any input or no?
No, just the SST team.
So I'd probably erase parent to assessments.
Are we stuck, or if anything, I think move on, then come back. But
Right.
I wrote, somebody's in there, Cynthia.
No,
That's not you?
that's hard.
Go ahead and erase from parent to assessments. Or
The parent input.
Yeah.
You want to erase it? Okay.
Or you know what, hold on, Sam, no,
Huh?
let's just,
I think we should highlight it though, because I think kind of gets lost.
Got you.
I'll
A
highlight
placeholder.
other. There we go. And so I understand my rights as explained to me and contained in parents' rights in brief, which I have received and to be completed. Upon completion of my child's evaluation, a conference will be scheduled to discuss my findings and determine my child's eligibility for 504 services and related service. I consent.
I think that you can, yeah, there's, see that thing where it says, oh my goodness, things like a
She
pencil.
probably could just type her name, to be honest.
Yeah.
Sorry, my internet
Yeah,
connection
yeah.
is unstable, but yeah, or I can just do a different text. Let me see.
Yeah, they either have like a
The
little,
cursive looking one, that's the one that I have on my signature, because
Oh yeah, we can just do that.
Oh, there you go.
look at those skills.
There you go.
but it's cursive.
Which they don't teach no more, right?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, a lot of kids don't know it.
Some kids need to learn how to write first, so.
The baby steps.
And then Harpreet, make sure you just put I consent and just put an X right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, while she does that, we'll go ahead and move on to the next page. That need to be read to them at the beginning of each meeting. They do have the right to decline the reading, but you must present a copy to the parents of the parents' rights.
Harpreet, you better keep your signature going. Because it's required.
Copy, just press copy and we'll paste.
Mhm.
Yeah, just copy it and then paste it.
And paste.
It's
All
like
right.
buying a house, huh? Or buying
Yeah.
a car.
I'm gonna sign while you guys talk, you know. I'm just gonna practice my
There you go.
So I don't see anywhere, check me if I'm wrong. Mark me if I'm wrong. There's no signature requirement for the parents' rights in brief, correct?
It's
That's just-
actually, it's on the second page.
Is that what that second half is?
Yeah, it's them signing, acknowledging that they understand their rights.
All right,
Oh, Harpreet's on it, man. Look at that.
there you go, Harpreet, good job. If you want to get fancy, you could just date it.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
All right.
All right, so we are on page 5 of 16 while Harpreet does that. Okay, so this is section 504 eligibility conference summary. So student is Jesus Salas. Date. What is the date that we're using?
Are we using October
Today's
21st?
Oh,
today's
yeah.
date.
Okay, so grade 6. Purpose of conference is to consider, this is gonna bug me. To consider possible eligibility for and or provision of services and or accommodations under section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act of 1973. Because we are considering, right? We're not reviewing or doing anything other.
Yeah, we're considering. He doesn't have one in
Mhm.
place yet.
All right, so sources of data. This is where we need to put in what we put in at the top. Right, Sonia, what you read off that Sam typed in?
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Do you want me to read it again?
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Type,
Under other?
yeah, read it to me.
Okay. During the month that followed the first SST, your team held a follow-up SST.
What did Sam put at the on the first page?
Well, observations from observation of SST team. I can go, let me see where it's
We
at.
probably could copy and paste it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there it is. Okay.
Observate, yeah, so I got it. Through observations from SST team. Yeah.
I am pasting. I am going to highlight other just so we don't lose it essentially.
Yeah, good idea.
All mumbled jumbled in there. All right. Someone put yes. Is there a documented evidence of a physical and or mental impairment?
I don't, Uh-huh.
Was there physical?
I don't know about no physical unless you're trying to talk about like, no.
Oh, I may have done that.
Huh?
I don't
Is
think-
there documented evidence of a physical? Okay, not documented. Wait,
No,
well,
because
here's the
haven't
thing. I
done-
think the reason I checked that, because it says if no, a 504 plan is not required.
Oh, okay. So
In
what
the
would we call,
parentheses.
so what would he be his physical impairment?
It's physical or mental.
Or
impairment.
mental, or mental.
Okay, mental, okay, the mental part. was
Yeah.
fine.
Mhm.
But is there
Mental.
is there documented evidence?
Would be considered the documented evidence, I
Yeah.
believe, because they didn't work. Remember the interventions
Yes.
that we put in place?
Yeah. All right. B, is a major life activity substantially limited by physical or mental impairment? That's yes.
Yes, because in order, I think, to qualify for a 504, it has to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can't succeed without it is pretty much what we're trying to prove.
Right.
Mhm.
so if yes, check the major life activity. Performing manual tasks, working, communicating, thinking, concentrating, speaking, and reading.
I think those
Right.
are all correct.
Correct.
All right, so. Ooh, what is all this?
What is that?
Summary of discussion recommendations.
We can come back to
Just got the
this.
paper. There's a paper there. I know we're talking about, he needs more time, right? He needs
Yep.
time.
Oh, well,
And-
actually, I printed out, I went to center, because we have to pull some stuff from those references.
Oh, yeah.
I have like I think I have like 2 or 3. I know the Pacer Center and then understood.org.
Those are things that you wanted us to reference, huh?
Mhm.
So,
So on one of them, classroom environment, keep the classroom quiet during intense learning times.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
could be one.
Yeah,
And
I
then-
think that's good.
and then this,
Okay,
so
hold on.
that's,
You guys want
okay.
me to type this down? Classroom environment, keep the classroom quiet during learning times.
Mhm.
Okay, what's another one?
During intense learning.
Okay,
And then Sam, what's the one you just read off? It had to do with like keeping areas clear.
Yep, it says keep, keep workspaces clear of unrelated materials.
Right.
And that's so you can just focus, especially if he
Mhm.
has PhD or whatever, right?
yeah.
Yes, because a lot of ADHD kids are very unorganized.
And easily distracted, I guess.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Now, here's one that you guys might, I don't know if you go with or not, only because when he was working fast, his work was sloppy. It says provide a computer for written work.
Yep.
What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
Right.
But you know what? That's actually a great idea because his writing isn't always legible.
Right.
Yep.
Remember
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Provide a computer. To what was it? Help.
His writing.
Yeah. So provide a computer for written work.
Okay.
Okay, provide 2 sets of classroom curriculum materials, one for home and one for school, because that could help out with the follow-up at home.
I didn't spell that right. Career.
You got it.
Hey, those are one of those words that I leave it to Apple.
Take homework.
At home, yeah, and at home.
Now, when it says modifications, which is, so I won't say the number. So Sonia, I picked 1, 2, 5, and 7.
Okay, let me find it. What page is that on?
Well, same page as the accommodations, but I read it out loud. So number 1, I don't know if this is applicable though. It says provide alternative books with similar concepts, but an easier reading level. And then number 2, just so you guys hear, you don't have to probably write it down. 2 was shorten assignments to focus on mastery of key concepts. But I don't
Definitely.
know. Yep,
I
but
think
I'm not
that's
sure.
important.
And then number 5, I'll read it back over. I just want to see if you guys agree with this or not. Homework without a penalty. This may be an
Definitely.
accommodation. Yeah.
That one I feel like for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely the additional time.
So
Okay.
do I write that down under number 2?
Well, I don't know what you guys wanna, if you guys wanted any of those, or what do you think? Or put that last one? allow
Uh,
additional-
Well, he
Additional
definitely
time.
needs the extended time on homework, and I would say extended by 1 week. So if we specify,
Wow.
he has an extra week with it, so that it's clear, okay, I have an extra week.
yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't
What
like feel rushed.
What if, because I mean, a lot of kids, their homework is due like on Fridays, like giving them the weekend to do it. Because I feel like you should be able to turn it in on Monday. Because I feel like if we give them a whole week, I mean, that's,
Then if it's, the week and he's turning it in, then you can lessen that.
Yeah, you can modify it later on.
There you go.
Also
There
not
you go.
make it
That's
too
the word.
specific,
Savannah.
to not make a week.
You
or-
know what? I'm wondering if some of the stuff we just wrote down needs to be in the
We
next
have
page.
10 minutes.
Three. Huh? Okay. I think I think some of the stuff we're going, but I think later on, keep going, we're doing. I'm gonna do a copy and paste, and some of that stuff we wrote in there is
It's
gonna
gonna
go.
be it's gonna be duplicated a lot, you guys.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Like
right.
it's constantly gonna be, we're gonna be constantly typing some of the same stuff throughout the whole entire document.
Do you
Okay.
guys wanna like, whatever we get done in 10 minutes, we'll get done, but we'll fill it out on our own, like whoever has time, and then we can review it whenever we can, so we don't have to like fill it out together. Does that make sense? Or do we have to fill it out together?
Then as
Do we want to move on to question number? I feel like that's good for question number 2. Does anybody want to add anything else to that?
Let's see.
We need to type in additional time on assignments, like additional.
I also think giving him one task at a time, because students with ADHD cannot do large groups of work. It's called executive function. That's all from pacer.org, right, Sam?
wait, say again?
That all of those recommendations you got from pacer.org, right?
Yeah, I guess that's that paper that says. So is this what I got? Man. So I'm getting it from here. Let me see. Can you guys see that or no?
yeah. And do keep in mind too that remember he said he doesn't want 10 things listed. It's
It's very,
No,
it's
yeah.
super straightforward.
Straight to the point, yes.
And that's what
Right.
that's why. So that one where it says add additional time on assignments, then I say / homework.
Okay,
Okay, and then I think we should move on to question 1 on the next page.
okay. Okay, I just didn't want to get them all from one source because he provided several sources.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay,
State
all
the-
right. So sorry.
that's the ADHD.
Yep.
Can I leave the acronym or do you think he wants to?
So the team decided that he may have ADHD because there's no formal diagnosis. So we can't say he has ADHD, right?
Yeah, you can't.
So we have to put in there. may
Yeah,
have.
so it should read, Cameron, like through observation, the team has observed that the student may have ADHD.
Exactly. Through observation and prior interventions
Yeah,
And prior intervention.
Failed interventions? I don't know.
or failed, yes.
Prior failed interventions. So
Yes.
because of that, we think that he might have it.
Mhm.
And prior failed interventions. The
Student-
team
yeah.
Decided.
decided Jesus may potentially have ADHD.
Yes.
Okay. I see someone's already. Describe how the mental or physical impairment substantially limits a major life activity. Harpreet's already going. So for number
Hard to
2,
focus.
describe, we have hard to focus, needs more time to complete task.
Right.
Well,
Needs a smaller group, maybe group setting, the smaller group setting. We can't leave that out.
Oh, yeah.
Oops.
Harpreet for number 3, like you can, teachers will provide them, you know how it says like location, like on my 504, it would say like in the teacher's lounge or in a
Okay.
separate conference room off of the office or
Right.
something like that.
Yes, because we had what's called the Tiger Territory, where kids go separate seating to take tests and bigger like assignments.
Yeah.
Or like where the school that I used to work at, they used to do like the counselor's office as like
Yeah.
elementary school. Yeah.
There you go. Yes.
So we got 4 minutes left. You guys want to try and do number 4 before we end the recording?
Of course.
We'll put in there, district-wide assessment, state and, oh my goodness, state and district-wide
Wide
assessment.
assessments.
Specify needed accommodations, if any. What did we, computer maybe, or no? That would not be a statewide.
Is this referring to like testing that he may have?
I think
State
so.
and district-wide assessments.
So more time,
Yeah.
Definitely.
more time and a separate space should be the 2 that go under that one.
More time and separate seating arrangement.
Yeah.
Who should I put for person responsible for overseeing for number 7 and monitoring the plan?
Counselor,
Probably me. Yeah.
And
So
assistant principal or no? Not the assistant principal, huh?
it could be in a smaller school, it may be, if there's tons of 504s, you know.
Would it be
students.
parents too? Like at
I would-
home? No?
No,
Yeah,
it's gonna be
yes.
whoever, it's gonna be like when the parent sends the kid to the office, the teacher sends the kid to the
Teacher.
office, it's who they go see to get to
Okay.
that room to do that test.
Got
Or
it.
that assignment.
Oh, yeah, there's some areas we don't have to answer, right? Are we staying on track with that? Remember the part that they said we don't have to put something in there, whatever?
We don't have to put the dates on,
Oh.
I think it's I.
Yeah, we're not there yet. We're on form F.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I just want to make sure we're not,
All right. So going back up to number 1, we got that one done. Number 2, that
Yeah.
one's complete. Describe how mental or physical impairment substantially limits a major life activity. We have hard to focus, needs more time to complete tasks, and needs small group setting. Number 3, we put extra time on his homework and assignments. Teacher will provide him extra time for homework and in-class assignments. Location would be in teacher lounge or in the counselor's office. And then number 4, we put more time and separate seating arrangements. State and district-wide assessment. Okay.
you need any one-on-one or no?
Should we got 2 minutes left, you guys, I'm wondering.
Well,
Okay.
they actually, the state and district-wide assessments, they actually have like modified ones that students take in our district.
Possible modified tests.
Yep. So we could put that, yes, possible.
Modified test?
Possible, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
All right, guys. Should we discuss when we're next meeting? I don't want it to cut. I think we're 1 minute left.
Right.
Let me add
Okay.
this real quick. We said possible, what, Sonia?
I put
Modified test,
jump up for number 4, right?
state and district-wide, yeah.
I put that in
Oh,
there.
my bad. My bad.
It's in there.
I'm on
That's
number
okay.
7.
It is in there.
All right, so let's talk really quick about when we're meeting next. Are we meeting after this meeting?
What do you guys
Not
want?
everybody go at once. Are we gonna start right back up another meeting, Harpreet?
It's up to you guys, whatever you guys want. I'm down with whatever. I can schedule one after this if you guys want. I can save
You
it.
guys
Well,
want to do like maybe another 20 minutes and then
Yes.
call it
But I
quits at
think
that point
it's-
and
I'm
whatever
gonna-
else we'll follow up with on.
It's gonna, I
Right.
don't think I can schedule it until this one is done saving. And it
Okay.
takes
Okay.
about 30 to 40 minutes to save.
Oh,
I know. I don't know why it does that.
Okay,
okay.
so let's not plan for tonight then.
Sorry, I didn't think about
So
that until right
maybe
now.
That's all
we
right.
should all review the rest of the packet and fill in what we think. And then when we meet again, we will have some of it filled in, some of it not, and we can review each other's thoughts and kind of bounce off each other.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds
So
pretty
when
good.
do we